Welcome to Post Office Museum Park. Letter writing has been part of human history and culture since we have learned writing. Archaeologists have found evidence of letter writing and sending them in sealed envelope. In medieval time, people started using carrier pigeon for letter delivery, but it has stopped a long time back in most parts of the world, except Bollywood, where a beautiful young girl can still send letters by pigeon and her handsome boyfriend would come home. The Bath Museum is mainly about modern history of post. Here you would come to know two gentlemen whose work have changed the post world today. In 18th century, every letter in England used to go via London, even if you have sent it to the nearby city. Mr. Ralph Allen, who was headmaster of post office in Bath, found that he could take license from the Royal Post and send letters directly to the city they were intended to. So he started cross-country post and he became one of the richest men in Bath. The other gentleman, Mr. John Palmer, found that sending letters by coaches could save lot of time, so he started mail coaches. But he was not paid for many years by the post office, but for his passion he continued to spend his own money and he speeded up the delivery of post. In the history of post, there came many innovations. For example, this convenient post used to be attached with the tram, so people did not have to find where the nearest letter box was, so they could go to tram station and post their letters. At a time when people had to pay by the number of pages they were sending, somebody would come with this idea of writing in two directions and he saved money on this letter. In the time of Victoria, people who were receiving letters were supposed to pay, but there were many people who did not have enough money to pay for the letters they received, or they did not even know that they have received any letter. So came the first ever stamp that was called penny black. But the penny black stamp used to be printed in a large sheet, and the post office employees used to cut them using scissors, and in this process they were destroying many stamps. So the post office came with the idea of this perforation machine that could cut many sheets of stamp in one go. In using this machine, you can also get as a souvenir one of the perforated sheets of ticket for yourself. The simple letter box that we see in every street were not developed in one day. Initially, there was no flap on the post boxes, so the water used to come inside. So came the flap and also the timing when the next post will be taken out of the box. There used to be vending machines in the supermarket so people could buy their stamps from the vending machines whenever they like. If you think that spamming and sending promotional letters by email is something new, it isn't. In the time of Victoria and the World War, people and mainly the company used to send their advertise through the post. By the time of 19th century, when the British Empire was all around the world, the post also went all around the world, and you can also see the local history and the local culture through the stamps. For example, in Africa, you see the African lions, and India, you see the Asoka Stupa on Indian tickets. Post office also came up with the idea of non-stop mail coaches. These coaches were used to keep running even on the platform. There was this cantilever that used to go inside the coach and take the letter box out of it and put the new letters inside. It was not very safe and has been stopped a long time back. In 18th and 19th century, post was one of the most important thing, and they used to be given priority on the street. So they were have different horns for different signals, and people had to run away when the post was coming on the street. Funnily enough, when the sound of long S, like in post or in Bristol, was has to be pronounced as F. So you see in this letter, they call it the Bath and the Bristol Post coaches rather than the Bristol and Post coaches. Thank you.